Let's make some YouTube ads to accelerate the growth of your channel, attract some more subscribers, and of course, views. Timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to our YouTube ads playbook to help you with lots of other types of campaign types, as well as a formula for creating videos to get people to take action. Now, if you don't already have a Google Ads account, just go to ads.google.com and set one up for free. Otherwise, inside of your ads account, you'll need to click on Tools and Settings and then click on Linked Accounts to connect your YouTube to your YouTube channel to your Google Ads account, and then they'll actually talk to each other and you'll get some sweet data and be able to do remarketing. So instead of doing that, we'll go ahead and click on the blue plus button and click on New Campaign. Okay, create campaign without goals or guidance. So we have all the setting options that we want, and we'll go and click on Video and leave it at Custom. When we click Continue, we'll go ahead and give our campaign a name. I'm just going to name this something so I know to turn it off. And then for our bid strategy, go ahead and leave it at cost per view. This means we're going to essentially pay every time someone views our video. For our budget types, we're actually going to switch it to daily. And then we'll just say $2.50 a day and say we're gonna make a couple campaigns. You can go all the way up to $10 a day, but at $2.50 or $5 a day, you're going to get plenty of data on how these particular audiences and videos are performing for growing your channel. So we'll go ahead and have a start date in the future, and then we'll put the end date 2 weeks out. Now, the reason I like doing this is just in case I forget to come back, Google, of course, will continue to spend your money. For networks, we're going to go ahead and leave it at YouTube search and of course, YouTube videos, and we'll uncheck the display network. And so what this is going to do is our videos are going to show up in suggested alongside other videos, as well as in search results and on the homepage of our audience, the people that we're going to be targeting. So for locations, you can just go ahead and choose the main country that you're targeting for your channel's content. Or you can use the individual states, territories, and provinces, and this will just give you more information when running ads. So I tend to target the United States, so I'll just target all 50 states, and this will help in the future with optimizing and figuring out which parts of the United States actually like our videos, right? And then for languages, I tend to leave this alone because we're doing in-feed ads. Typically, if your thumbnail's in one language, people aren't going to click on it because obviously they won't be able to read it. So we should be okay there. For inventory type, we'll go ahead and click on expanded. This allows us to show up on more videos. So long story short, big advertisers are super scared on showing up anything remotely controversial. And so this allows us to show up on videos that our ideal viewers are watching, and we'll just be able to pay less because we're not competing with as many people. And then for excluded types, embedded YouTube videos, live streaming, and gaming. And then I tend to uncheck this. This just gives you another opportunity to show up on more videos that big advertisers are scared of. The less you have to compete with big advertisers, the less you're going to have to pay per click. And then we also have some additional settings here. For the most part, I leave all of these alone. Related videos allows you to add some videos if you're doing in-stream ads to drive engagement. But here we're just doing in-feed and we want people to click on the video that we're actually promoting. And for devices, we can set specific devices and uncheck TV screens. Because we're doing discovery, or in-feed, see, I always make that mistake, this tends not to matter. But if you're doing in-stream in the future, definitely make sure you uncheck TV screens. But for now, we're okay here. Frequency capping, ad schedule, third-party management, we can go ahead and leave those alone. So jumping into our diagram here, what we've just done is we've completed all of our campaign settings. So now what we can do is start creating our ad groups. And at this level, this is going to be where we tell Google and YouTube who to show our video ads to. And so jumping back into the interface here, we're going to target channels. So we're going to go find channels that have similar content or have audiences that we think would be interested in the type of content we create. And so this is great for growing your own channel because it allows you to get really specific on who you actually want without getting so detailed that your costs go through the roof. And so you do have a lot of options here. You can go through demographics and you can go through different types of audiences, which is great for other campaign types. So link in the cards in the description to our YouTube ads playlist that goes through all different types of campaigns and all of these targeting. For now, to keep things simple, we'll go ahead and skip both of these and we will jump down to placements. And so here we are going to target YouTube channels. So you can go ahead and search channels. Hopefully you know similar channels to you. And so I've gone ahead and done some research ahead of time. And I like grouping campaigns based upon the size of the channel. So I'm in marketing entrepreneurship, right? So Neil Patel, Brian Dean, Gary Vee, that would be one campaign I would create. And then these other channels aren't as large, but they make similar type of content. So I'll just go ahead and copy this channel here. And then I'll go ahead and paste in the URL. It'll do some search, it'll find his particular channel, and then I can go ahead and target it. Now, something that's really important here is target one channel per ad group. So coming into our diagram here, we're going to have up to 5. You could go 10, but I think 5 is plenty in your particular campaign, and only one channel per ad group. And this is simply because it's going to be really hard to analyze if you have more than one channel in an ad group. Just long story short. So we'll go ahead and target that channel, and then we'll go ahead and put our bid at 5 cents. Now, of course, not 55, so we'll put a 0 there. And you can go all the way up to 15, if not 30 cents, but I like to start really low and then work my way up. And since we're doing discovery ads, you're typically not going to have to pay as much. Although now that I've said that, I'm going to leave it at 10 because I can always lower it. It's a good place to start. And then before we move on to creating our ad, we'll go ahead and scroll back up here and give our ad group a name. I'm just going to name it after the channel. And then we're ready to create our actual ad. So in our diagram, we just completed our first ad group. We'll go through this process a couple more times, of course, for some other channels. And now it's time for our video. So of course, to save us some time, this is our YouTube ads playbook. You can download in the description, helps you stay organized and create lots of different campaigns quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my video link that I want to promote. And so we're going to be promoting a Google Ads tutorial, and I'm going to select in feed. And you can see the preview over here on the right. If we go to desktop, it'll show up in search results, and of course as a suggested. And then on mobile, it will of course show up in people's feeds, as well as the homepage and underneath other videos. I don't know why it's not showing us search. There we go. So then of course we have our headline and description. You can just use the same headline that you have for your organic version of this video. And I do recommend using an unlisted version. I like re-uploading my videos as unlisted and running traffic to them. That's also nice because then I can test out different headlines or different thumbnails. And then if I find the ad starts working better than the original, then I can just go update the original with the new headline or new thumbnail. So it's pretty cool. And I'll go ahead and copy our ad name. So all we have here is we have our title. I'll switch it to desktop so we can see more. We have our title, and then of course we have our description line 1 and 2. Those description lines aren't always going to show up. And if you want to create another ad, all you need to do is scroll down here to this ad creation section, click on add new video. So I'll go ahead and paste in another URL. It's almost the same video, I just modified it a little bit, but this allows me to run essentially the same video unlisted with 2 different thumbnails so I can see which thumbnail actually works better. And just like that, I've gone ahead and copied from our YouTube ads playbook over here. So we have the same headline and description. And the main difference between these 2 videos is the thumbnails. So I'll go ahead and click on create campaign here. And once it's loaded, we're all confirmed and we can go ahead and continue to the campaign. So coming back to our diagram, you're going to want to make anywhere from 3 to 4 more ad groups targeting some other channels. You can copy the same videos across the bottom. Right now, you're really just trying to figure out what channel also has people that are interested in your content. So make sure you check out that link in the description to our YouTube ads playbook that has all of our recommended campaign settings, as well as some YouTube ad formulas and other types of campaigns you can set up to grow your email list, channel, and of course, make some sales. So hit that like button, subscribe for more YouTube ads guides and other marketing guides just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.